everyone, and welcome back to another weekend episode of Cooking with Mary Sue. Before we begin, please hit that like and subscribe down at the bottom, and you will see links to my other channels. There's my resale channel, which is Sue's Q Knickknacks, my husband's channel, Brother Claude Reflects, and I've got big news for everybody. I just recently started another channel this week. I wanted to showcase my other interests I have a lot when I'm not in the kitchen cooking. When I'm not selling on eBay. What else do I do? I stay busy all the time. You can find me outside in the yard, in the front yard, in the backyard, on the porch, or out on the deck, gardening. Yes, I love to garden. So is my husband. His specialty is he likes to plant perennials all over the place in the yard, which makes a lot of sense. The perennials will come back next year, hopefully. Gardening's a lot of trial and error. If something doesn't work one time, just start over with something else, another plant, that's all. But I like to put annuals in pots because they're only going to be here usually 1 year. Sometimes they might come back and we have a mild winter, but not often. And with the annuals in my pots, I can change them up each year, play with different flowers, show one flower this year, plant another flower next year, and just change it up a lot. And I can move them around, rearrange them. Much easier than putting them in the ground trying to do that. But my new channel is called Gardening in the Delta. Make sure. That's right, Gardening in the Delta. And it's brand new, so everybody that's subscribed to this channel, please jump over and subscribe to my other channel. If you like gardening, you'll enjoy watching this. Now I might warn you, my first video on there, the first one I put on there, it's got some bloopers in it. It's got some errors in it that I didn't know and I couldn't edit it out. So there's some little funny stuff on there. But hopefully you'll get better with time, just like this channel's getting better. Takes a little practice to get along. Just be nice, be kind, don't be cruel. Please like and subscribe. And remind everybody about the book I wrote a few months ago. Awesome Adventures of Miss Kitty and her Woodland Friends. It's available on Amazon, eBay, Barnes & Noble, and iTunes. It's in ebook form also if you like ebook. Personally, I like a hard copy book. Today I'm going to make pimento cheese, almond shortbread, or biscuits. I'd rather call it biscuits. Some people call it shortbread. This is a very, very simple recipe. It has very few ingredients, which I love things that have less than 5 ingredients most of the time. This is short. It's easy to put together, but the prep time, you have to wait a few hours for it dries. Let me show you what I do. Got a little bowl here. I'm going to take 1 cup of flour. Okay, let me measure it out. A little bit more. Okay, that's roughly 1 cup. Give or take a few pinches. Okay, I got half a stick of butter I'm going to melt in the microwave. I need it soft. This doesn't take about 25-30 seconds maybe. Okay. And 1 cup of pimento cheese. You can use any brand you like, any type of gourmet pimento cheese would be nice. I just picked up Mrs. Weaver's, one of my favorites. I'm going to measure out 1 cup of pimento cheese. It seems like a lot, it will be, but it's going to be yummy. My butter is done. Let's see if it's melted enough. Yeah, that's good enough, soft. That's soft enough. Okay. There. That was an easy dump. Right out. Okay. I'm going to put the butter in here. Alright. That's out of the way. And I'm going to stir all this up. I'm using a fork. You can use a whisk or a hand mixer or a stand mixer, either one. But I'm just using a fork, keeping it simple. Sometimes I prefer to use a fork just so I can feel the consistency of the dough I'm beating up. I can kind of feel it better to my fingers by using a fork. This doesn't take too long to beat up. To mix. See, I'm just stirring all around. melted cheese, flour, and butter. Just 3 ingredients. But I am going to add some nuts and almonds to it. That's optional. You don't have to. You can add pecans, walnuts. But I just happen to have some sliced almonds on hand, so that's what I'm going to use. Okay. This doesn't take but barely a minute to stir up together. It's a consistency of really soft dough. You see it going around there? Just sprinkle in a few of these. You take as much as you want, doesn't really matter. Oh, that's probably about, I don't know, maybe a third cup. That's plenty to get a good taste in each little bite when you make it. Now, it's getting very, very good all together nicely. It's not sticking to the bowl. The butter keeps it from sticking. Okay. Now what we're going to do now is kind of first off, I need some saran wrap, cling wrap. I'll tell you now, cling wrap and I do not get along. We've had a lifelong battle for years. It goes one way, I try to make it go another way. We're just not friends at all. Okay, now, grab me a spoon here so I can get this out a little better. Make sure my almonds are all kind of mixed into there. Dump that out, one big mound. Put it all right on top. Okay. Get the rest of my little pieces out of here. There's not much left. It came out pretty clean. See there? Came out nice. It just about slid out almost. It's very, very soft. Softer than Play-Doh. Go ahead and make it into a ball. And you see, because of that butter in there, it's not sticking a bit to my hands at all. You would think pimento cheese would stick to your hands, but it's not because of the butter. They're nice and smooth and greasy feeling. Okay. Now you're going to cover that up. And you're going to let that chill in your fridge for about 2 to 3 hours before you do anything else to it. Now that's the long part of the recipe, having to wait for this to chill. But we're not going to wait that long because I made this one up about 3 hours ago. It's been chilling. It's nice and cold. I just took it out of the fridge a couple seconds ago before I started the video. And here's what we're going to do with it. Another spoon here. Okay. I'm going to sprinkle some flour on my little board here. That might be enough, and now I can get some more in a few seconds if I need it. Get my pan ready. Now all this out of my way. Get my stuff out of the way here. There's my baking sheet. I got some parchment paper here. Move another bowl out before I break it. If you don't want something broken, don't live around me very long. That a little bit so it lays down flat. You try to lay it down without crinkling it, it wants to roll back up. So if you crinkle it, see there, it lays flat. How about that? that's nice and chilled. Now we're going to roll it out. Well, let me see. I may try my rolling pin, which I don't use too often because I don't play with dough too much. In fact, I won't use a rolling pin. I'm just going to mash it out. Now, how many we make out of this is going to depend on how big of a color you use. I'm using the smallest one I have. It measures just a little bit under 2 inches. I really wanted a 1 inch, but I didn't have one, I don't think. I just got this one. Here it is. And I have a plain one and this one. This is fluted around the edges. See the little, can you see the little ridges around there? It's fluted. I thought they'd just look pretty if I used this instead of a plain one. I'm just patting this out pretty thin, about almost as thin as I can. Yeah, this mash is very easy. It's softer than regular biscuit dough. And I might mention, this one here does not have the almonds. That one does. So I'm going to have a batch with almonds and a batch without almonds. You want to just go straight down with your cut and straight up. Don't twist. Isn't that cute? See the little edges on the side here? Not sure how many I'm going to get out of this, but I'll make what I can and then roll it over again. If you can turn them around this way. Yeah, they'll slide off. They come out really nice. They don't stick a bit. You lift up with, when you cut it, just lift straight up. It usually comes right with the cutter. See there? It's inside. I just push it out a little bit with my finger and it falls out. Okay. These are going to cook in the oven on 400 for about 20 to 30 minutes until the edges, you want the edges get golden brown. So far we got 12 right here. I'm going to stretch them out a little bit because I'm not sure how big they're going to swell while they're cooking. So I'm going to stretch them out all across the pan. Give them plenty of room to swell. I'm going to roll what's left back up here, make a few more. This dough is so soft. Okay. These are going to be yummy. It's been a lot of years since I've made these, many years. All you have to do is pat it out. I'm patting them pretty thin because they will rise. Makes 14. Okay, we have 17 so far. Let's make a few more. You can make these up ahead for a brunch or a snack or dinner or any meal. You can freeze them after you cook them, or you can freeze this dough and ahead a few days, make it later. Okay, 6, 7, 8, 10, 14, 17, 18. We're up to 19, 20. We're up to 20 already. We're going to get just a few more. I might be able to get 24 out. Just maybe. Not sure yet. But we'll see. Enough to make just maybe one more. Alright. I think we did get 24. 4, 7, 8, 11, 12, 15, 16, 18, 20. We got 24. And one little piece left. I'm not going to waste this little piece. I'll just mash it like that and cook it. Let it cook like that. That'll be my taste tester. One that looks funny. So these going to cook on 400 for about 20-30 minutes. And we will see how they come out. While those are cooking, I'm going to put this in the fridge, let it chill for 3 hours. I'll cook some more later tonight. All that cooking tomorrow. And I'll do a little cleanup, and we'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Everything's out of the oven. They did cook just a little over 20 minutes. They got golden brown all around. He smelled something cooking, had to come see what it was. Come over here.
That's me.
He's out watering the garden he's been working in. I let them cool for about 10-15 minutes so I can touch them. They did come out very nice. Here, you can try one. Got a wonderful cheesy flavor to them. Besides nuts, I had to think while these were cooking, raisins would be good in this too. I think raisins would be great in this.
I think they're perfect, just like they are.
Now this is the batch that doesn't have the almonds. The other batch I'm going to cook has the almonds in it. And they did come out there. They're more like a, I don't know, between a biscuit and a cookie. They're small. They're not very big because I used that little bitty tiny cutter. You can make them bigger if you want to. That's all up to you if you want to make them big or small. But I want them for, like for little snacks. Wonderful cheese flavor. What else is good? Bacon bits. Bacon bits would be good in this too. Cheese and bacon bits would be great. Well, that's it for now for this week. Remember about my book, you can find it on Amazon, eBay, and Barnes & Noble. And don't forget to jump over there and check out my other channel, our channel showing our gardening expertise. Our expertise, our type of expertise amounts to trial and error over the years. Things we try in the garden. We plant something, if it doesn't work, get rid of it, try something else. Just trial and error. And that's it. Bye for now. See y'all next week. God bless everyone.
Bye.